All right. I think it's a good time to be talking about this. Truly, I truly think that it is a good time to be talking about this. So, what are we going to be talking about today? Feeling like you haven't done enough, but too tired to keep on going. I'm not saying like you should give up, right? You're not giving up, okay? For example, maybe this is giving up. I don't know. But for example, I have my final tomorrow, and I've been studying, but I feel like I haven't done enough studying. I feel like I could have kept doing more stuff, but then as you're studying, as you're looking through it, you just can't really absorb any more stuff. It's like your brain is so burnt out to the point where you just can't really do more, you know? And you're just stuck, right? You're just stuck in this thing where you just I don't know. You just don't know what to do right now, right? Like I'm about to go shower. I'm about to get ready to sleep. I'm gonna review a little bit more tomorrow. Of course, I'm gonna try my best to at least know enough to answer something. You know, like when I'm taking exams, I'm not trying to be right. Okay, I know this sounds very ridiculous, right? But I'm not necessarily aiming to be right. Sometimes I'm just trying to at least write something down. And of course, it's bad, right? But the frustrating is that maybe you just don't care anymore. Maybe I stopped caring a long time ago, and maybe I really am giving up. I should be studying more and more and more until I can't no more, but I think I can't no more. I think I reached that point in studying to the point where I don't know if I'm too tired. Okay, and you can go ahead and say like, oh bro, like you're just being lazy. You're just being lazy. You just don't want to study anymore. And sure, it could be true. I could be lazy, and I just don't want to study anymore. But what can I say? I don't really have much to say about that topic. But you just it's not even just homework. It's not even just studying. It's not just academics. It's just life in general. No matter what you do in life, it just feels like you're not doing enough. But you feel like you can't do anymore. And you can't tell the difference if you're just exhausted or you're just lazy. So that's a big question. Am I just simply exhausted or am I lazy? The big question. I go to the gym, and when I'm hitting till failure, okay, I feel like I can keep going. I feel like I can do more reps. I could do. There's one more in there, and next thing you know, I'm doing a bunch of partial reps, just doing it like this, right? And it's like your body just cannot get one more rep, but at the same time, you're feeling like you could. You could do one more rep, but your body's just not doing it. I can't entirely describe is, what that thing is, but you're just tired. Maybe you're just overexhausted, not because of studying, not because of academics, but maybe you're just exhausted of living. You know, exhausted from just simply living, simply existing. And I think that we all owe it to ourselves I think the least we can do as an adult is just to keep trying. And I don't know if just because for me, I think that if I was going to give up, I would just not take the exam at all. That's my that's my idea of simply giving up. But I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna go and do my exam tomorrow. But I think it's the fact that I'm not studying anymore that I just completely give up, and whatever happens on that exam is whatever happens. Yeah, I'm gonna review a little bit more. I'm gonna keep trying to study, try to keep reading, trying to interpret the stuff. But it's so much information from school plus the information that you have on your daily life that you are just simply burnt out. So you can't really so it's really hard to tell yourself to keep on going when you know in fact you can't really keep on going. You can't get that last rep in. It's frustrating, but you're too exhausted to be like actually frustrated. It's like you're just sitting there thinking about what's gonna happen tomorrow, but you can't simply do anything about it. Is this what exhaustion looks like? Is this what being drained from life looks like? That whatever happens tomorrow is what happens. And it's scary is because you know that there's so many consequences of just if you don't do well. For example, if you don't do well at something, there's gonna like you keep thinking about all the consequences that is it's gonna happen. But you're just too tired to really prevent yourself from facing those consequences. You're just too tired to do it. And maybe you just need a long rest, but then you give yourself a long rest. Let's say, I don't know, a year. But that year becomes 5 to 10 years, and then you're just tired of this existing. I just, I just don't really want to feel so tired anymore. I just don't want to feel so exhausted. I think that's what I want. I just don't want to feel so exhausted all the time. Maybe that's maybe that's the feeling that I want to say. Maybe that's what I want. I just don't want to feel tired anymore. But I'm gonna just leave you on that note. Hopefully you have thoughts and things that you want to say. Hopefully you can leave it in the comments. But anyways, I'm gonna get ready to go to sleep, review a little bit, or at least try to review a little bit, study a little bit more. No promises. And I don't know, hopefully by like 9 o'clock, 7:30 right now. Hopefully by 9 o'clock I can just wind down and go to sleep at 10. But anyways, I'm gonna see you off in the next video. Peace.